Hey y'all, what's up? What y'all doing? I'm back. Okay, so we're going to be discussing the moral dilemma when dating. How are y'all today? I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in and then we will start the topic. Thank you. The moral dilemma when dating or with dating. I don't remember what I titled it, but something like that. So a lot of people have an issue right here with this morality that's in the world today. And I always say the world is not fair. It never will be. So play the game. You can't play fair if you're trying to win in this world. So we already know that. And if you don't know, now you know. Okay. You cannot win if you play fair because the world is not fair. So how can you win in an unfair world? Well, you can play unfair as well, but be better at your game. So, to anyone who has anything, um, against playing unfair, do you realize that the world is unfair? And this is how you must play in order to win. Okay. That's the trick. That's the trick. So, if you understand this, then you should have no problems or issues with uh, certain things unless they are your personal morals, not society morals or morals that were given to you by parents, other people who are not in your situation and don't understand that life is unfair. So, you create your own morals. And I've done this video like years ago, but I think I need to redo it for modern times and add some more information to it. So in this day and age, we have to create our own set of morals. Okay. We have to create our own set. There are certain things that people will do that I won't do. There are certain things that I will do that other people will not do. But whatever works for you and gets you the results that you need, that's what you got to do. Okay. So please try to understand this. There is not one set of rules for all people. There is not one set of rules for all women. There is not one set of rules for all men. Okay. They change according to the situation. And whatever the situation calls for, you use it. Okay. If you can't, because of some brainwashing in your mind or some guilt that you have in your heart, and you would rather not win and continue on the path that you were not happy on, fine. Whenever you get to that next level where you actually want to win, then you'll implement some of the things that I talk about. Okay. So thank you, Sharon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Joy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I appreciate that, y'all. Good morning. So we got to understand, all that old stuff out of the window and write your own rules. That way they work for you individually and will bring you more success in whatever you're trying to do. Thank you, Empress Eve. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you want to leave, kitty? Hold on, the cat want to leave. Bye. So don't allow people to try to give you a set of rules or shame you for any type of rules that you've created for yourself because they're not living your life or walking your shoes. So, that should take care of all those types of, issues and worries about family, friends, coworkers, da, 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 da. That's expected. So now that we make our own rules, then we can choose the type of life that we desire. And once you're able to choose your life, or choose the path you're going to go, whether you're going to date this type of person, marry, or just, have fun, it doesn't matter. It's as long as you're happy and you chose it and it's working for you, you don't ever have to compare yourself to someone else if that's not what you really want. Like everybody's path is not going to be marriage. Okay. Everybody's path is not going to be a sugar baby. Everybody's path is not going to be the same. But what you can do is learn how to create your own path and rules and get your happiness. Okay. Right. So don't be afraid to write your own rules. If you get like a little journal or a book like this or something like that from the store, and you write your own rules, what you will do, what you won't do, who you will date, who you won't date, and you stick to it, you'll see everything unfold as you want it to. Okay. A lot of people just pick random people and change their mind at random times and allow other people to influence them and allow this and this and that. And then they wonder why their life is a mess because they didn't have the plan to begin with. You can't just go and just choose random things and hope for the best. Okay. Um, it's kind of like if you're trying to make a cake and you have to gather ingredients, you just don't go gather random stuff from your pantry. You have to gather the right ingredients to get the right results. Okay. Some people in there grabbing stuff that don't even go in cake. Okay. Or, and think about it. If you try to make a cake with the wrong ingredients, it's going to be nasty. It ain't going to come out right. No one gonna want to eat it. No one's gonna want to touch it. People are gonna call it ugly and nasty. So get your stuff together because people don't like, you know, something that was randomly created that is not working together correctly. You know, and that's what a lot of us are. A lot of people are sitting around just random ingredients that don't even go together, and that's what their life is, and they're upset, mad, depressed because it's not even you know something that is desirable. So that's how we got to look at this. If you want your life to come out smelling like a cake, then you have to put in the right ingredients. If you don't put in the right ingredients, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a science experiment, a bowl of stuff that your kid then put together and stirred it up and ask you to taste it as a prank. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. Y'all, if y'all have kids, y'all already know they do this. This is what y'all's life will be if you don't put the right things in it, which and the right things is, what are your tastes? What kind of cake do you want to make? Do you want to make a rich, luxurious cake that tastes, all buttery and creamy, or do you want an angel food cake that's bouncy or whatever? Whatever. What do you want in your mouth? What do you want to experience? Okay, and this is what you have to do, and this is how you have to think on a daily basis. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up with a bowl of slop, and you're gonna be forced to eat it. Okay. And then, I always say when you're sitting over there eating a moist, delicious piece of cake, and your coworker's over there eating her bowl of slop, she's gonna be mad at you. Thank you, Sherry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And this is how everything usually becomes when you get your cake together and it's all nice and decorated beautifully and bouncy and then you see someone over there eating their bowl of slop, they're gonna be mad at you for eating cake in front of them. So you can't thank you can't expect people to enjoy your cake or be happy for your cake when they have a bowl of slop. Okay. So due to their random choices in life that they've created that life of slop for themselves. Now, what if you already have a bowl of slop? Throw it out and start over. Throw out your bowl of slop and start over. Okay. Get a new bowl, get some new ingredients, and start over. And this time, figure out what you want to make before you make it. Draw it up, write down all the things that you need, and then execute it. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up with another bowl of slop. Yeah. So you can tell the difference after you've been leveling up. Men have been opening doors for you. Great. Yep. It's all gonna change once you start, the journey for yourself. Mm. You went to Sugar Daddy without your wig and he looked disappointed. Amanda. Of course he did, baby. You can't have a nice wig and then be bald the next day. It don't work like that. I don't know if you're really bald, but I always exaggerate, but you can't do that. You gotta ease. You gotta switch up the wig. Like if you're gonna be short, you gotta get a less long wig and then a less long. Oh, I cut it. Sometimes you gotta fool people, and if they know it's a wig and they like you in the wig, and then they treat you different outside of the wig, then you keep the wig on. Keep on the wig. Um, because you know men have a visual fixation. You can't just come in, oh, this is the real me. And if that's not what he likes, that's not what he likes. Keep that wig on. Mhm. That means he looks totally different. That means she looks totally different with that wig. Well, a lot of people look totally different with a wig, which is why they wear them. Okay. Um, right. Duh. Right. What are some good questions to ask when being on a date? Well, you're not gonna be interviewing the man. You're just gonna listen to him. I would ask about everything that I could use against him in the long run, like where he grew up, what his childhood was like, how was his relationship with his parents, and just things that will trigger him in the future, so you know how to get money out of. Ask him very personal questions that don't seem intrusive because they're about things so far back in the past. Don't ask him about any exes. Don't ask him about any all of that stuff. Get the real info that's going to work psychologically later. But just act like you're very interested. hmm I'm going to happy hour today where the coins are sheer sprinkle sprinkle. Hey, okay, Brittany, go ahead. So, we got to make sure our morals fit us and not other people. Because if we're walking around living life through the morals of other people that are very different from us, then what are we doing? What are we doing? I do not live by other people's morals because that's not for me. Thank you, Naiboth. My new job makes me anxious and negative. They expect so much of me, and what should I do? I don't want to be judged for being unemployed and not keeping a long term job. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl, I would quit a job in 2 minutes, and I don't care if I was judged. Honestly, here's my thing. Why would you be somewhere that you don't like? Why would you stay somewhere where they don't like? I mean, where you don't like to be? You know, you for me, I don't even do jobs. I would never do a job anymore, ever, ever, ever. I will always be someone who makes my own money. And I feel like before you quit, figure out how to make your own money without an employer. Okay. Go sit down in a room and get you a notebook and write down all the ideas on how you can get paid and start your own business, start an online business. And then when you make enough money, quit your job. You know, I can't work for people. I can't do it. I never could. I would quit a job just because it was my birthday. I would quit a job because it was beautiful a day outside. I would quit a job because I was too cute to go to work that day. Okay. I will quit a job in a second because I don't care about jobs. Why? Because I don't care about people judging me. Why? Because I know I could get money somewhere else. Why? Because I have confidence in myself and I don't depend on an employer to say when and how I can get my money. You know. So I feel that once you have a freedom of mind and stop being and a fear of not being judged, you can pretty much do whatever you want and still be successful. Because that fear and all that limitation that you have is what's holding you back. It's what's making you afraid. You know, it's what's stopping you from, being an authentic, you know, happy person. Because think about what you do. You work for someone else's dream and you don't even like doing it. So there is nothing going to you except the paycheck, and that's it. You can get money anywhere. Okay. Um, do what makes you happy, right? Sure, wealthy men took me on a date, but has said more than once he's glad I don't want anything from him. How to, girl? I told you, go watch my video yesterday when I said beat him to the punch. Whenever you go on a date with a man, beat him to the punch of always saying that. Always say, well, guys always think I want something from them, or, I just think they're really cheap or don't really have any money or can't afford to date. Girl, set them up before they set you up. That's the first thing that need to come out of y'all mouth, since this is what they're saying. Always beat them to the punch in that line. Thank you, Lacania. My sugar daddy wants a polygamous relationship. Girl, he's a sugar daddy. He ain't your boyfriend. He ain't your husband. So, I mean, for me, you can have one too, because you don't have to be with him forever. You can date him and date somebody else and date somebody else too. But for me, as long as your bills are getting paid and he feel happy and think he got whatever he wants, or you got what you want over here, that sounds fine with me, because it's not your husband or your boyfriend, and it's not a real relationship anyway. So let him think what he wants to, as long as he's giving you that money. Yeah, beat them to the scam. Exactly. Start off. I just want to tell you, I'm I'm not the type of woman that's going to ask you for anything. I promise I'm not a gold digger, because I know that's what all you guys ask. And I hope that you're not one of those guys that ask that, because I really think that they don't have any type of, real money to be dating anyway. And they don't understand that what it takes to court a woman these days. So I know you're not one of those guys, but just in case you were, I just want to go ahead and put it out there. Okay. um, those guys really get on my nerves, because they always think that women are going to ask them for, their little call check money. I would hope that I had the good taste to, at least attract a man that, was stable and, able to actually afford to date. Put him on the spot. He ain't gonna say no to nothing, because then he gonna be feeling cheap if he does. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for what you do. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you. So, right. Yeah, this is my real hair, y'all. I'm still waiting on my wig to come in the mail. I'm supposed to do a wig review. But y'all know, because it'll be a whole different color. So happy since I stopped caring. Love you, Shiva. Oh, thank you, Sam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yep. When you stop caring, everything changes. I'm serious. Like, a lot of people care too much about everything that they don't really need to care about, because they were programmed to care about it. When you stop caring about stuff because you think you're supposed to care about it, everything changes. Everything. Like, you could care less. You don't have no guilt. You don't care what they're doing. You don't care what they're thinking. You just gonna do what makes you happy first and foremost, and have a smile on your face for the rest of the day. And then guess what? If they want to say something, if they have something to say, then they can say it. Then you could deal with it. But you don't have to deal with stuff that people haven't even talked about, said, or judged you with at all. Because half the time they're not even thinking about you anyway. Okay. Um, okay. So, and then you have, oh, thank you, Cosmic Greens. Shira has been slaying lately. Go, girl. Thank you, girl. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, men's morals, they're not very high at all. So, why should we make ours as high when dating? If a man's morals are not high while dating, then neither should yours be. Thank you, Miss Parker. How can I use what I know, how he grew up against him? Pet dog died, your dog needs surgery. Money. Okay. His dog died, your dog about to die unless it has surgery. Get the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lavette. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, stuff like that. Grandma died. He was close to grandma. Grandma in the hospital. Grandma need her mortgage paid. Stuff like that. Listen closely and get them triggers when he's speaking. So men don't have high morals when it comes to dating. So don't hold yourself to a higher moral standard. You can be just as ruthless and sneaky as a man when it comes to dating, so that you always get the better end of the deal. Okay. If you're not going to do that, don't come crying. Don't go crying to your friend or your mama after they messed over you. If you can't meet them at the same moral level or lower, you won't win. Okay. So once you understand this, you don't become this person. You only become this person when in this game. And then, to other people, you're whatever you want to be. But when it comes to dating, you already know it's a game. So you know you have to play, and you know that the game is rigged and it's not fair. So you must make it fair by changing your morals in order to win. Okay. Oh, but I was raised in this religion, and I was raised in that religion, and I was raised in, you know, by this, and this is our, I don't care. Are you happy? Do you have what you want? Nope. All right, then what you gonna do about it? Okay, they don't gotta know. Your family don't gotta know. No one has to know but you. And when it all works out in the end and you have exactly what you want, then you can go back to being a nice person and living by society's morals and really doing what you want to do anyway. Should I go to a fundraiser that's on a cruise alone? Sprinkle, sprinkle, Pamela. It's going. I don't know. I would never go on a cruise alone unless it was like a singles cruise. They have singles cruise, but then it's kind of freaky because you know that what they going to expect. I don't know. I couldn't do the cruise alone. I'd have to take somebody, or somebody would have to pay for me, or take me, or it's kind of desperate to be alone on a cruise, I think. But if you could make it work. You could make it work if you meet some friends on the cruise. If you really want to go, make some friends as soon as you get there, so you could hang out. Okay. Um. Right. So make sure you have like somebody to hang out with at least. Thank you, Shanice. Sharnice. Hi, Shira. Perfect timing. How many men do I need to date to not have to work anymore? I'm in my 20s, no kids, and I take care of myself. Well, if you find one good one, I always say have two, one for backup, just in case that other one falls through. But I would say two if you have a good one, three if other ones are mediocre. You don't have to sleep with any of them, especially if they're older and you just, you know, date them and make them court you and help you out thinking they're going to get something, and maybe they will, maybe they won't, who knows, that's up to you. But if you have about two or three, you are good, and you probably won't have to work if you have a good one, and then the extra is just savings. The other ones are just backup and savings. Your rich boyfriend is pulling away and not acting obsessed. What do I do? He said he wanted to marry me before. Did you already give it up to him? How old is he? People lie and say they want to marry you, and then they get it, and then they don't want to marry. That's why I say don't ever give it unless you've got a lot of things to leave with happy. Leave the relationship with a bunch of money in your bank, a nice car, and you always leave it better than you came in with it. My sugar daddy keeps saying I'm the one and wants to take me on holiday with his whole family. Should I go? We've only known each other for 2 months. Um, well, how long is okay? So I don't know. I would tell him, oh, I need, you know, get paid for it. Get paid for your time away. Well, I have to take off work. I have to board my dogs, even if you don't have dogs. Da, da, da. So I need to go shopping. I don't have anything to wear. Get some money and get some shopping, and then agree. Don't sleep with him if you haven't slept with him. If you have, then it doesn't matter. But if you haven't, do not sleep with him. Men always drag women into their family crap in order to get sex because their family is used to seeing a new woman every couple of months. Don't sleep with them. Okay? If you drag you out there and you hadn't slept with him, don't sleep with him. If you've already slept with him, then go and get some money. Oh, wow. Okay, so a guy you ghosted is trying to come back and get dinner. Tell him, okay. My dog needs surgery. I'm not in the mood to go to dinner right now. I'm trying to figure out how I'm getting my dog surgery. Back in that fast, he gonna pay for that dog surgery. He gonna pay for something, make up something. Always never take someone back, throw you in the trash unless they pay. They gotta pay, to come back. How much is your dog surgery? Go look it up online. How much dog needs. Even if you don't have, you got one now. Okay. Get paid. Why? Because they're wasting your time. You need to be paid. If they're gonna ghost you again after that, you need to leave with something in your hand. Thank you, Ayana Lise. What was the one thing James did that separated him from the rest? Paid for everything, quick, fast, and it hurt. Like he already knew that I was like, he already knew what he had to do. I didn't have to tell him a thing. I didn't have to say nothing. He already just knew what it was. He would come with envelopes of cash and just stick them in my purse. That was it. Like he separated himself from the other people by just already knowing and coming with them envelopes. That's how you separate yourself. That's how a man separated himself. It wasn't me, it was him. He came with them envelopes. He already knew what it was and stuck them in my purse. He already knew I wasn't going to be trying to go out and find other stuff if he's sticking them envelopes in. Okay. That's how you do that. You get them envelopes, go buy you some envelopes, go to the ATM. That's how you get the woman you want. With them envelopes. No rich man is gonna believe your dog needs surgery. Then he ain't gonna be on a date with you then. Okay. If he don't believe you, he don't want to be with you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then you can still get more money after the surgery by saying, I need to get pet insurance and it's this much every month. Okay. Your dog is blind and has diabetes. See, he needs medical treatment. So get that man, get a man to pay for it. So, a lot of people have an issue with lying. Well, I don't want to lie. That, what about karma? Da, 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 da. Okay. I would rather lie and not believe in karma than tell the truth and be by myself broke, still working a job I hate. How about that? Okay. That's the karma for not doing what you need to do in an unfair world. The world you live in is karma. How about that? And you just getting out of it by figuring out the game. Um, Lying and getting caught. Be smart, y'all. I told y'all, get y'all a book. Write it down. Make it make sense. People don't make a movie or start writing a story without thinking it through first and writing treatments and making sure everything matches and goes together. Get smart. Okay? This is a game. This is chess, not checkers. People that play chess just play chess. But they have strategy. They study each other's moves. They know how to play based on the other person's move. People that line up to play checkers, they just play checkers because of how, they learn in the second grade. Okay. There's no strategy behind that. It's like tic-tac-toe. So get some strategy, write down stuff, make sure it makes sense. Have an excuse. If you get caught in the lie, write that down too, what you're going to say. Write a lie for the lie. And if you can do that, then guess what? You don't have to worry about it. Mm-hmm. You're not dating if all men cheat. That's why I'm trying to figure out now. Girl, if whatever reason you're going to date for, make sure you know that first. Because some women, they're not going to date for love. They're just going to date for money, advancement, and whatever. Get your focus first. Mm-hmm. That's right. So first you got to figure out why you're dating or why you want to date or what you want the outcome to be. Then you can go from there. So, was it dumb to date my boyfriend when he was in college? No, it's never dumb to date anybody because it's all experience and lessons so that the next time you make better decisions and get a better result. Do you think all men cheat? I think enough of them do to be 99.9% at some point, sometime with certain circumstance. I think any man would cheat. Think about it. And I think any woman would cheat too. I, I mean, probably less than men, but I think if men had the opportunity to cheat and get away with it, they would. Okay. So at one time or another, depending on, it doesn't matter what, when, how, where, if the opportunity presents itself and they're in that situation and don't think that they'll get caught, or even if they do think they'll get caught, it's most likely that they will. So I'm not going to bet my life that all men don't cheat. I would rather bet my life on that than not bet my life on that, if given any circumstance. Because if you really think about that question in a scientific aspect, you would give all men this, a scenario based on their likes and their not getting caught. Would they do it? Yes, they would. Mhm. So I'm not gonna bet my life on that one. And if I did, I'd probably be dead right now. Okay. So once you understand that, they may not have cheated yet. They may have cheated on you and you don't even know. They may cheat in the future. We don't know. But I'm not basing my life around them not cheating. I'm going to base my life around me winning always. I don't care. That's the point. So that's what we have to think about. A man is going to do what he want to do. So stop trying to control it. Only thing you can do is control yourself and how you handle the situation and what you get out of the situation. Okay. Thank you, imps. How do you keep a man interested and keep paying for things and you're not sleeping with him? Teasing him, making him think it's coming very soon. Oh, maybe next time. Oh, let's look at rooms. I want to go to this hotel. Oops, something came up. Oops, fake funeral. Oops, my aunt died. Gotta go by another 2 weeks. Oh, I'm ready now. Play the game. Okay, play the game. Women are so nice. Start getting, start getting some game. Okay, play all the game. All the games that there are, play them. It, it will intrigue them too. Men usually chase women, and women who give it up too soon usually get ghosted or blocked or not called anymore. Okay. The longer they chase you, the more money they invest in you, the better chance you have of getting money in the long run, long term. This is a game, but it's a serious game because you can get paid. You don't have to work anymore. You don't have to do certain things anymore. You're free. It will free you if you do this right. Um, how do you respond to sexual advances a guy you're dating that you haven't had sex with yet without sounding like a prude? I always say just go along with it. Oh, I can't wait, da da da. But first, I need A, B, C, and D. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm very attracted to you too. I can't wait to get to know you on that level. Oh my gosh. These, oh my gosh. I got something on my dress. Oh my God, this is my favorite dress. I lost my earring. Oh my God, those were like very expensive diamonds. Buy some new earrings, get you some new clothes. Keep going. Be smart. Write it down. Get ideas. You have to be creative in this. Don't be afraid to go all out and get creative with your dating. Okay. If they're bold enough to ask you about sex, why aren't you bold enough to get paid for them being that bold in the first place? If they think you're into it and want to sleep with them, and buying you some earrings is going to get them closer, that's what they're going to do. If they think by taking you shopping is getting them closer and closer, that's what they're going to do. Okay. Mhm. What's a test to see if a man is a provider man? Have him tell him that you need something, see if he come through. If you don't, then he don't. you know but not on the first date. You'll be able to tell on the first date by how he treats you and tells you what what to. Oh, well, get whatever you want. Or do you want? Are you comfortable? You will be able to tell. They'll be very concerned about your comfort level, and they're not going to be worried about spending anything. Okay, but if you date him a couple of times and you come up with a scenario where you need help that requires money, and he doesn't jump in and rescue you, first of all, he's not into you, and he's not a provider. Hmm. Realized that I was a pick me for a dusty after 3 years in a relationship. I don't know what was wrong, but I left and leveled up 6 months. I increased my salary by 14K and started dating smarter. Good for you, Simi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what? That was a really good move. So, congratulations. Hmm. So, you got to also read game on men. You got to know that men know game too. So, this is why I would say no coffee. If it's going to be drinks, make sure it's in a bar, lounge, restaurant that you can also eat in. Um, Make sure you beat them to the punch when talking about being sugar daddy or sugar babies. Make sure you beat them to the punch. Well, men always ask me the strangest questions. They always say, "I hope you don't think I'm a sugar daddy," or "I hope you don't try to get anything out of me." Like, dude, why are you even trying to date if you're broke? Laugh and beat them to the punch so that they can't say it and look broke. Like, and he'll laugh and like, because his line, he was getting ready to say that line. He was, yeah, right. I mean, why would a guy take a lady out and he can't even afford it, right? Then he's gonna try to sneak in. Well, I just don't like when women just start asking for money. I mean, that's kind of cheap. Yeah, it is cheap just to ask for money. I mean, that man has to really be attracted to you, and the woman has to be really into you to even accept money because she knows that eventually y'all are gonna be, intimate with each other. Throw that in there. So you're basically telling him if he give you money, it may happen. You need to psychologically trick him into it's onto your side of the fence. Okay. Because when a man likes someone, they're gonna agree pretty much with whatever they're saying upon the first and second meeting. And once they have established, you know, that connection, they're gonna have to stick to it if they want to get to the prize. So now you're gonna have them eating out of your hand and getting paid because they're gonna offer you stuff instead of having you ask for it. Because now I want to seem like they're all that and not like those other dudes you dated who seem broke to you. Okay, because that's you didn't hit his ego. Um, Girl, my passion tarot. You slept with a married man. It's only sex, but you're very attracted to him. He gives you money, but I want more hunger. Yeah, make him wait longer. Tell him you can't do something because you got to do this and you don't have the money. You got to go do this and this and that. But if you had the money, then you could still get some more money out of it, or add an extra bill, or tell him your dog get some surgery. I don't know, but add something on there. You know, you can always keep adding. If he once he gets used to it, just add a little bit at a time until it's what you want. Okay. If you're getting your money, good. If not, make him a sandwich and smile. It's that simple. Um, a sandwich. Thank you, Elsie. I feel like I can never get up to your level of game, though. I've been a pick me masculine woman my whole adult life, and I'm discouraged. Thank you, for thank you for the donation, Elsie Sprinkle Sprinkle. I'm just creative, y'all. That's all it takes. Creativity. And all it takes is creativity. Just get somewhere and think of a good story. Think, pretend you Tyler Perry, baby. You Tyler Perry. Write your script. You know how stuff full of drama and game and Be Tyler Perry when you write down your ideas and your lies and your scams and all of that. Okay, you Tyler Perry, write it down and act it out, and you will have that game. Because if you think things through totally, you create game because you're writing it and it's not real and you're not on the spot, and you can figure out how things will work in your best interest, and then you're going to be like, that's a good idea. Ooh, think about stuff you've seen in movies, maybe, dramas and stuff, and then maybe use that for inspiration. But you got to get creative in this, okay? It's just not natural, it's creativity. You're creating this. And once you're able to do this, it's going to come naturally, you know. You know how like rappers, they write down their rhymes and lyrics and stuff, and they've been doing it so long that they're comfortable freestyling. It may not be freestyling as far as lyrics. It may not be the best, but it sounds good enough, and they can do it on demand. So once you start writing and acting these out and understanding how it all works and fits together and how to cover up a lie with a lie, then guess what? You'll have all the game you need at your fingertips because it's through your creativity. Uh-huh. Um, how do you take your feelings out of a situation? Keep the end result in mind. It's a job. This is work. Do you cry to your boss at work? And if you don't have a boss, do you cry, when things don't work out in your favor to whoever will listen? No. You are in charge of everything. You have to control that. What type of results do you want? My emotions are going to be happy after I get the results I want. Until then, I am not worried about them. Right? So you have to be smart. It's not about being a mess. Okay. And when I control anything, you don't have no game, you're emotional, you're all over the place. Don't expect to have the results that you desire. Okay. In order to get results, you have to have a plan, you got to execute it, and you have to keep the end game in mind and stop being an emotional mess everywhere. Do that later on when you have your bag and you good and whatever. hmm And if it's just discipline. That's all. Thank you. What do you mean by info about where he grew up, his parents? His story, baby. His story, so that you can use it against him later. Like, oh, I had a dog named Scruffy, and he needed surgery and could never get it, and he died because our family couldn't afford it or didn't take surgery. And guess what? He's gonna pay, his trigger. He may pay for it because he shared this story with you about how if he had money, he wouldn't let his dog die, and now your dog's gonna die. He's gonna save your dog. He's gonna give you money. Listen for them background stories to get his triggers and use them in your scenarios to get money. That's what I meant. And when you do that and you know all his triggers, it comes faster and it's easier. hmm That's that's why you gotta listen and shut up and let them do all the talking. Gather all that good information. They don't need to gather a thing from you except that you like shopping, traveling, the basic things that you actually. Uh, paid comment missed. Did I miss it? I don't think I did. Let me go check. If it had sometimes if you okay, here's the thing. If you put bad words in your comments, YouTube automatically filters them. So if you have a paid comment, don't put any bad words in them because sometimes they won't show. I don't know if y'all are doing that or not. Okay, LC, cut it. Thank you. Um, what if you keep your man at a distance for more attention? Ask for what you want to. Okay, you're right. Let's go to the mall and walk around, hold hands, and talk, window shop. If you have to give to get. If he wants attention, he need to take you shopping. And when you get home, give him attention by trying on all the stuff you bought and thanking him for whatever he's just done. But if he wants something, he got to give. And attention for you is not the same as attention from him. So if he wants to buy some attention from you, he needs to do something nice. He needs to give you what you want so you can give him what he wants. What to say to a man asks, how much help do you need? He's texting me and I haven't met him yet. Um, he's trying to get your price. He thinks you're a call girl. That's a slick way. It's like, what do you mean help? I don't need any help. And then he'll say, oh, it's like, but if you want to take me shopping, I love shoes and clothes. That would be something fun. That way it's free will, it's choice. And he doesn't think that you're on there, that he doesn't think that you're a call girl. Thank you, Lohani. Best steps for 21 to level up. 21, if you haven't fallen in love yet, if you haven't really dated anyone, go do that. If you're 21 and you're ready to get this bag, your best years are in your 20s to get a man with some money. So look your best every time you leave your house. Freestyle as much as you can. Don't be a regular in one spot too often. And, write down the type of man you want and only entertain those type of men until you get one paying all them bills. It's that easy when you're that young. Okay. So just make out the list and stick to the list. Don't make it too complicated. Get what you want, narrow it down later. Mm-hmm. How does your husband feel about your mindset with this being one of your jobs? As it's hard. I'm new to your channel. My husband don't really care what I do as long as I'm happy. I could be out right now having lunch with another man. I'm sure he'd rather be up here telling y'all how to get a man. Y'all see what I'm saying? So as long as I'm happy and doing what I want to do and not doing anything to mess up anything, I'm good. Okay. Because y'all don't know. A lot of men fear, oh, I'm gonna take care of this woman and they're just gonna go out and cheat on me and da da da. This better than what he think I might be doing if I ain't here. Okay, bringing home some money. How about that? So, as long as I'm happy, he's happy. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna stop him from doing what he likes doing, and he ain't gonna stop me from doing what I like doing. That's the kind of relationship we have. We don't try to change each other. Right. Sure. Should I listen to hood trap music in front of him or what? Yeah, go try to see what happens so you can get your experience on that one. My suggestion is no, depending on how old he is and what type of music he likes. I would say no. I would let him bring it up and introduce it. Don't do that. No, men don't submit to immoral women. Good. I wouldn't want a man to submit because then he'd be a feminine man. And see, the thing is, you could act moral, but you don't really have to make moral decisions. You can make any decision that you choose to make, but you could act. Oh, yes. Look, when I'm around the school parents, oh, what a shame. Oh, wow. That's not very nice, is it? I can't believe they lied. The nerve. Yeah, I can act moral. I can go into a church too. I can do everything to make you think that I'm the way that society wants me to be. But in the background, I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing and get what I need to be getting. Okay, just like them priests, just like that government. I'm gonna do everything in the political in front of the cameras. When them cameras turn on, I'm gonna do my dirt and do whatever I need to do to get the results I need to get, just like everybody else who lying too. So if y'all think that people aren't doing stuff like this, if y'all think everybody's morals are perfect and they're following them, you're wrong. So stop doing it. You'll never get ahead if you think like that. That's why they say the game is rigged. The game is rigged because they give you the rules, and the dumb ones sit there and read the rules and follow the rules while the other ones are already at the finish line. hmm Everybody acts. There's only good and bad actors. Right. How can I deal with workplace gossip? Don't I get this question every day, Tia and Tom? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Don't I get this question daily? Isn't this crazy? You know, when I worked and there was workplace gossip, I did not care because usually the gossip was I was getting some money. I was dating this dude. I was dating that. They was all paid. So as long as those rumors are good, make you look better than them, great. If they don't, there's always, let me tell you something, there's always going to be workplace gossip, just like there's always going to be celebrity gossip. My thing is ignore it and keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing you can really do about it. If people are talking about you, you a star. If you're not talking about them or thinking about them or gossiping about them, they are nobody. Just think about it like that. You're popular. Only popular people get gossiped about. Give them something else to gossip about. Um, Thank you. What rules do I have when young and dating? Don't get pregnant and don't date broke. Don't leave the country with some dude you just met. They trafficking now. Get your money. Don't date for free, baby. Every time you date, oh, my car's broke. Get your money, especially if you're young. They'll give it to you, especially if they're old. If you're dating people your same age, have fun. They don't count. Once you realize you need some money and they can't give it to you, and you're starting to date these older guys, then this channel is going to help you a lot. Okay? Someone says, "Don't date a cop." Don't date a cop. Don't date anybody with potential. If they have potential, a bum has potential. Okay, he didn't meet his. So, only date men that already have what you want. Okay. Is 44-year-old good target for 20-year-old? I mean, maybe. You're not gonna get as much as somebody that's older. You're not gonna get as much money as if you would if it was an older guy. But 44 is good to start. Yeah, you might get some nice dinner dates and maybe some nice gifts. Some bills may not be able to get paid though. Okay. Um, I'm 22 and my boyfriend is so broke. Like yesterday, he said I had to be special occasion for him to buy me a movie ticket. He's 33. Girl, dumpity dump. Girl, you dating a bum. Thank you, Lo. My child can buy a movie ticket. Thank you, Lohani. What if I date average man? There are engineers. What's average man that are engineers? Are they older? How old are these guys? Y'all, the younger they are, the harder you're gonna have to work to get their money. I'm sorry. That's just the deal. If you're in it for the long term, if you want to marry or be with somebody young, it's gonna take a little while. The game will work on them, but they have to have the money. You see what I'm saying? Um, they may have other options too. You might have to deal with that as well. You're gonna have to put more obstacles in your way the younger they are. You know, just imagine a bag of money. Okay, old man, there's like two obstacles in the front. A young man, there's like 50 obstacles. Do you want the bag or the man? Let me ask you that question. I mean, they both come with a bag, but which one do you want more and faster and quickest? This is what you have to ask yourself. So if you're willing to do all the extra work and do the obstacle course of dealing with a young man, and you compete against other women on the obstacle course, great. But it's going to be frustrating at times. So I really think that you need to figure out which one you want, the bag or the man. Bag, then the man don't matter. Do it. You want the man or the lifestyle? I mean, they're going to come with each other, but do you want to take longer getting it and maybe may not even get it and have too much competition and people competing for that bag? Think about that for a second. If you're going to set yourself up, if you want something and the prize, you say you want the prize, right, which is the bag. Are you going to worry about getting it and enjoying it along the way and being happy, or are you just going to worry about getting to it and then worrying about being happy and enjoying it later? So get that bag first. Then go get you a young man. Duh. That's what I do. I set myself up first. Real nice with a sugar daddy. If you want to date young men, this is what I would do. I would get me an old sugar daddy and then a young man. And work on the young man, do them obstacle courses, but you still getting paid by the sugar daddy. So you're not really wasting your time. For me, if you want somebody young, then be smart about it and have to double dip. Go out with this guy and go out with your sugar daddy and get his money. Go out with this guy, work your way up with the young guy, compete. And then if you win, you got 2 bags. If you don't, you still got the old man bag. At the end of the day, you got it. Thank you, Gabriel. Greetings, Shira and chat. It's been a minute. Hope all is well. Marry before you carry. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Gabriel. Hey, it has been a while. Where you been? What to do with an established man who calls all the time but never asks you out? Dump him or what? Stop answering the phone. Every time you answer, if you do, I'm out. I'm busy. I'm at dinner right now. I'm out right now. I'm having drinks right now. Always be out doing something. The man ain't gonna ask you out because nobody asking you out because you always answer that phone. Okay. Why should he ask you out if no one else is asking you out? Always be out when he's calling. Oh, I'm out right now. I'll have to call you later. Oh, I'm busy right now. I'm at dinner. Oh, I'm having drinks with friends right now. Oh, I'm getting ready to head for dinner. Oh, I've got, if he want to talk to you, guess what he got to do? Ask you out because you always out. Okay. How do you feel about lesbian relationships? I don't feel any type of way. I don't care what people do in their bedroom. If you happy, be happy. It ain't none of my business. I think everybody needs to do what make them happy. Thanks, y'all. Oh, and he smokes weed and his cousin always comes over. Girl, that sounds like a nightmare. You must be desperate, girl. You must be desperate. You need to do better than that. Write down some goals so that you can figure out how to get out of that situation and get you a better life, girl. That's what you need. And you'll be so happy once you do that. Many women have done that watch my channel, and they are so much better off. They've left. Okay. Why women attract 20-year-olds and what can we do to stay away from them? Stop shopping in the junior section or the juniors department of the stores. Stop hanging around where they can afford to get in. You got to level your environment up, level your clothes up, level your mind up, level your speech up, and they will stop coming. Okay. If they think that you're too above them, they're not going to approach you. If they think they got a shot with you, they will. So it's up to you on how to keep them away. How you act, walk, talk, what you wear, where you hang out, who you hang out with. What lipstick am I wearing? I'm so glad you asked. I am wearing a Leveled Up Cosmetics Level Up Cosmetics. This is in the color number 13. I also have a very similar color. Actually, it's two colors. It's this one and number 18 mixed together. So number 18, yes. Y'all need to go get that. It is the second link below it, my Poshmark. It is also waterproof. And it is a liquid lipstick. So y'all go get that. Y'all know what? Just to spite people, y'all just gave me a good idea. Thanks for whoever asked me about this lipstick. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a lipstick made, and I'm gonna name it Lipstick Alley. By Level Up Cosmetics. Girl. I'm gonna call it Lipstick Alley. They're gonna be mad. How do I get a private coaching with you? Hi, Ashley. Go down to my description bar when this video's over, or if you can do it now, and find my Etsy store. It's called Dark Realm, and there's a link down there. Just click on it and write me there. Thank you, Ether Gnosis. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. You know I'm petty like that, and I do it like that. I should have what? Change the lipstick spelling? What? Y'all going too fast. Oh, okay. I'm gonna change it. You're right. What do I think about the MGTOWs calling us prostitutes? I don't think that they have enough money to really be concerned about. I really don't think that they have a shot with anybody. And if they're calling us prostitutes, that means they can't really afford to date in the first place, because usually men that hire prostitutes or think women are prostitutes are because they can't really date seriously because nobody wants them. They ain't got enough money. They got to save up their little call center check to get some at the end of the week and don't have to worry about dinner, taking nobody out, paying nobody bills. So they just call somebody, come over, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And, they just skip lunch for a whole week so they can save up for their weekly prostitute at the end of the week. And that's what they do, So they get mad that they can't get it for free because they're trying to save money. They want to eat lunch, actually. They're getting hungry. They want to eat lunch. They're tired of paying for the prostitute at the end of the week. So when they go out, they're trying to get a woman for free. And when she's saying no, and you got to take me out to dinner, and they say, you know what, forget it. I just keep skipping lunch and I'll just eat a heavy breakfast. And so, at the end of the week, and they got to call up that little prostitute. If they done saved enough money, they get mad that they have to pay her when everybody else getting it and they can't. So of course that's what they're gonna label you, because you require money. You require him to have money. So it's gonna lump you into the only woman that he has any type of relationships with. And that's what he's just gonna label you. He's just confused, darling. And he hungry, so he ain't in his right mind. He been skipping lunch all week to save up, okay? That's why. Y'all know I'll go off sometimes and make up my own stories. This guy invited me for a walk date. I'm pissed. Girl, Helena D, I hoped you turned him down. I hoped you said nope. A walk date. You better be moonwalking in some Michael Jackson clothes and at Neverland Ranch. If we walking, we better be on Neverland Ranch. That's all I know. Better be at Neverland if we walking. Better be his own property. He better own the land. Better be some animals on it or something. Because I don't walk for free. My heels, my shoes, my feet. Yeah, you ain't got no golf cart. Dang, at least take me golfing or something. You are you a member at a country club or something? Come on, a walk date. No, I hoped you turned him down. I hope. Actually, you should just stand him up. You know what? That's what y'all need to start doing. Standing these fools up. When they say, "Oh, let's go for coffee. Oh, let's go for a walk date." Okay, I'm gonna meet you there, and never show. Okay, don't be so nice. Be evil. Like that's the best revenge to stand somebody up. Don't even say no. If you know what? I'll meet you there. Yeah. Okay. I'll say I can't wait. I'm on the way. I'm pulling up. Ghost block. Mhm. Block the number. And then if they get mad, if you just extra petty like me, and they say, "Well, why did you?" Because you cheap. Then block. Um. So I do it all the time. Rika Rose, good for you. MGTOW equals men guarding their wallets. Um, wear a leggings and bonnet. Girl, embarrass them. Shoot, you know what channel to like if someone invites you on a cheap date, your ultimate revenge would be to embarrass them in public. And so you'd have your little camera person with their phone sitting in the corner filming you while you're on the Starbucks date with a bonnet on and talking all loud, or like with flip flops on and pajamas, and like, "Hey, how y'all doing? I just woke up. I knew you said we was going to coffee, so I got me some extra sleep because I don't know I was gonna be on this caffeine. So what you doing? How you doing?" And then when you sip the coffee, go sip it real loud and embarrass them. You seem so different before. Yep, I was before you asked me out on this cheap date. I wish you have to wear heels every day. No, you don't have to wear heels every day. I always say wear heels when you are trying to catch. You're trying to catch, wear them heels. If you ain't trying to catch, wear whatever you want. I mean, like sandals, boots, whatever. But when you trying to catch, when you out and about, when you freestyling and you looking good, and you just trying to make men cross the room for you, yes, yes, yes. You don't wear sneakers. You don't wear these. That's when you got to walk around a mall and got 100 shopping bags, and your feet need to be right, and you're not trying to catch. You got to make sure that you look like no man ain't gonna cross the room for these shoes. I promise you. These are just what I wear around my house, and like when I'm doing like a lot of walking somewhere, and when it's hot. But it's cold now. We got a cool front that came in. It's like raining and it's like 60 something degree. Like that's cool front for us. It's like 60 degrees. How do I not be insecure about my personality? I'm pretty, but I don't have social skills. Act, darling. Write it down. Act it out. Find inspiration, on television or something. Create a personality. Okay? Be an actress. That's all you got to do. Look, I don't have social skills either, but I sure can act like I do. Um, I promise I can act. And it's so funny when James is with me or the kids are with me, and I turn on my acting and they just look at me like this, like they know, like, because usually I'm like a hermit. I'm quiet. I'm like, But when I gotta turn on that act, they like they know they want to laugh, but they don't. Oh, hi! I get that fake voice. Hi, yes, thank you so much. Oh, I love your dress today. It's so nice. Where did you get that? Oh, really? Oh, well, I'm thinking about doing that too. Layla's like, but she knows the game. She knows when I turn it on and when I turn it off. um, somebody trolling. Oh, duh, we know every day is a troll. Hey. No name, no mama's true self. Exactly. Um, so what? Never give your address. If you have an Amazon wish list, you can keep your address private and they can pay for something and have it sent to you. Send him that Amazon wish list or get a P.O. box. Get you a P.O. box for 1 month at like one of those postal places and he could send it there, baby. Or have it sent to, a, something like that. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Glamour. I'm not going to say that because young children might be watching. Thank you, Mama D. Hey, Mama D in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, hmm So yeah, you got to do what you got to do in this world to get what you want to get. Because sometimes, when you don't make your own rules and you follow everybody else's rules, and then you don't get to where you want to be, you got to rethink the whole thing and make your own rules and get to where you need to be. Okay. Thank you, Brianna Flex. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. That was nice. Thank you. Um, thoughts on a woman's sex count? It doesn't matter. Who you telling? Who asking you that? They ghetto or ratchet if they asking you. Okay. Um, most yeah, that shouldn't even come up in any conversation unless your doctor's asking you. Okay. Um, what is your book? My book? Oh, I bring nothing to the table. It's in the description box. All of my books that are down here. If you're asking about this book, um, this is my Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson book. I was reading it last night. Thank you, Regina Hernandez, PhD. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you. Um, your ex broke up with you because I slept with 25 people. Okay, but why did you tell him the truth? See, that's where the morals come in. You need to say 3. See? Why would you tell him the truth? That was your fault for telling him the truth. He wanted you to lie to him. He felt like he had to ask, but he didn't feel like you had to tell the truth. So all you have to do is basically just lie. Say, oh, only 3. I've only had 3 boyfriends. Y'all would have still been together. Exactly. If they have the nerve to ask and you want to stay with them, just lie. Who tells the truth? Who tells the truth about that stuff anyway? Nobody. Why did you? That would be dumb. Don't tell the truth anymore about that ever. Just make up a low number that sound low. A low number that sound low. He's he told me he slept with over 50. That's because he's a man and he was trying to set you up to tell the truth, but you still should have been smart enough to lie, baby. And you could have got money out of him being with 50 women. See, I don't know how to play the game. You could have said, oh my gosh, only 350? Wow. Then you could have been disgusted and got something out of him. Like, I don't know if I want to sleep with you. I don't know. I don't know. You have to do something, you have to convince me. You got to go shopping or something. 50 women. But now he broke up with you. He tricked you. And now he's the one that slept with more people than you. You see how that works? That's why you have to lie, because the game is rigged. Thank you, Melina. You changed my life. I love you. And thank you from Switzerland. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle from Switzerland. So always lie about that. Especially if you're with someone already and you don't want to leave, just lie. If that's a question while you're dating, ghost or lie, but never tell people the truth. Why? Who told you that you had to be honest? I don't even know who told you that. I know this sound bad, but I will tell children in a second. Uh-oh. Thank you, Tiffany Lee. Shira, you look gorgeous as always. I have a dilemma and would like your opinion, please. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thanks. Okay, well put it down. You should have put it there. I have no luck finding actual rich men online, just real estate guys and managers. Tips for freestyle. Yeah, go out and about and be seen, go to rich areas, look cute. You know, ask for help from men that look rich. Look for cars in the parking lot of the places that you're going. Don't go in anywhere. There ain't no nice cars, How to deal with over religious parents who won't let you level up, like get nails done, wear a weave because of religion. Buy you some tarot cards, get you a pendulum. Look, with extra religious parents, you got to go all the way to the left, and they'll be happy to give you weave and nails if they think they done told you, talked you out of the occult. You got to go all the way left to get in the middle. See, this is how you play the game. You always do worse so that you can negotiate that middle ground. Okay? So if they see you got all this, stuff that they don't agree with, and then you right here asking, for hair and weaves and stuff, they say, well, why are you messing with this? Why are you trying to do spells and that? Because I'm trying to do spells to get some weaves. I'm trying to do spells to get my nails done because y'all ain't going to try to help me. So I got to go to the dark side, or I got to go to these tarot cards, or I got to go to the spirits because y'all ain't helping me. Jesus didn't respond. Girl, you're going to have your nails and your hair and your weave next week, okay? Telling y'all the game. You want something, go all the way left to get in the middle. You said, thanks, Shira. Weave and nails ain't going to seem so bad after that. They're going to be happy to oblige. I feel like we should be honest. I feel like we should win. Because you could be an honest loser. And at the end of the day, are you happy? Do you have what you want? Does somebody else have what you want? Because they weren't honest. Probably so. Sometimes it's not smart to be honest. Sometimes it's detrimental and quite dumb. Okay? That's why we're able to lie. That's why we have the choice to lie, because it can save our lives. It can get us what we want. It can get us to the top. It can get us paid. It can get us free. You think them slaves who were escaping slavery was telling the truth everywhere they went? No. You got to lie sometimes to get where you want in this world. Got to lie. You got to break some rules, break some laws, and get up out of there. And then you make your own rules when you're free. Okay. I think we should do exactly what needs to be done to get the results that we desire. And once you think about that for a few minutes, you'll understand. Do you feel guilt behind it? Don't do it. If you don't feel guilt behind it because you're so happy and you've gotten what you want and it was worth it and you'll do it again if you had to, then go for it. But if you're the type of person to linger in guilt because of some morals that someone gave you, you weren't even born with those, they just gave them to you to keep you in line, then go ahead. But when you get out of that and you want something for real, and you want to win and you want to have what you want, then you'll know what to do, just like everybody else. That's what we got to do. Hmm. This is my makeup for my makeup line. Yes, these are my level up lashes, not the magnetic ones, but the ones that you glue. And the glue's also there. This is my lipstick in number 18 and 13 lining it. This is my eyebrow pencil in number 3. And this is my palette, my Gypsy Glamour palette. Yes, I wear my makeup. Oh, and this is my highlighter, by Bohemian Goddess. Thank you, Tiara. It's the second link in the description box for my store. I work for a luxury car dealership and I met many affluent men but don't want to mess where I eat. Any advice? Give them your cards. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, make put your personal number on your card as well, like your cell number. If you work or have it's a business and you can give people your card. If they think you're cute and they like you, they're gonna call you. If they don't work there, if they're just clients or customers or deal people that are gonna buy a car, you want to be available to them, but not the people that you work with. Hmm. What should I tell a guy to buy me for my birthday? Whatever you want. Um, some expensive. Shoot, don't hold back. He asked you. You out here giving these thoughts bad advice again. Good, bad, as long as it work, it don't matter. Okay. Bad for you, good for us. Okay. Why would a guy I'm dating for 4 weeks be consistently texting or calling every day, but then some days go quiet? He with somebody else, girl. Red rose. He with somebody else. Duh. Um. So you should lie to the man you love every day. Shira, I heard your voice in my head as I was about to put on a sweatshirt to go out. Changed immediately. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. I threw out all my sweatshirts. I only have 2 sweatshirts: a Michael Jackson sweatshirt, and it's very nice, and a Prince one. And yeah, he pays bills, but says he's doing too much for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then stop sleeping with him, baby. See how much he think he doing. Dominique, cut him off in the bedroom. See if he stop complaining. Thank you, May or my age. He's asking if I want financial help, which I do, since he's went out with women like that. But is it a test or should I block? Because he sounds dusty. Say, I don't need financial help, but I love a man who loves to spoil women. Or I don't really need financial help, but I really love shopping and having a good time, and a man who is able to do those type of things. You know, um, or I really enjoy dating men that are financially stable, and if I ever did need anything, they would oblige or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't set yourself up because that's all he's doing. You don't need it now, but you might need it next week. You see what I'm saying? He bought himself an expensive gift, not me. Girl, I don't play these young people games. This is why I don't date young men. What she said, she bought he bought himself an expensive gift and not me. I've confronted him about it. And he said, if you had a job, you could buy yourself nice things. Thank you, Melissa M. Date an older man, baby. Get rid of them young scrubs, darling. um, what kind of rich men prefer women in their early 30s that look young but are mature enough? The ones that have enough to pay for someone over 30 that have like want to go travel and shop and do all the stuff that people their age do and expect it. Somebody with some real money, somebody a little bit older who don't want to be seen out with a 20-something-year-old because it makes them look extremely old. So you gotta get somebody, you 30, maybe 50, in their 50s. Okay. Have I heard of that book, The Five Love Languages? Yep. That's old. I don't go by that. I just play the game by my own rules, Um, you could talk all that stuff. Oh, my love language is A, B, C, and D. Everybody know that book is this game. My love language is service. My love language is gifts. My love language is this. Yes, yes, yes. Um, you can use that, but how many men are gonna go along with it? Like his love language could be cheating. He gonna add a new one in there. Well, my love language is cheating. Let me cheat and I love you. See, that's what it will lead to. So there's more than five. Thank you, TL. How do you manage nervousness around attractive men? I don't. I don't be around attractive men. I, I gotta look the best. I gotta be the best looking thing right there. Okay. They cannot look better than me. Oh no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not nervous around them because I'm not attracted to them. I treat them like a brother. Hey, how you doing? What foundation do you use? Who do your eyebrows? What teeth whitener do you use? I'm getting beauty tips. That's what I'm doing. Who you modeling for? That's what I'm gonna be asking. When I was younger, I dated a lot of attractive men, so I wouldn't be nervous around them at all. That's all I used to date when I was young, and until I learned that they don't pay, they don't give you too much. 'Cause they're the prize because they pretty. Um, hmm Physical touch is the love language of most men, right? Mhm. How to get the man to chase you again? Stop calling him and texting him all the time and asking him where he doing and where he been. Ghost yourself and let him come find you. Cut him off in the bedroom. I'll do all of that. hmm He loves what? His love language is gifts. Dollar Tree, $5 basket, baby. Go get you a basket from the Dollar Tree. Get him some socks, some flip flops, a book. They got a little book section now. His favorite candy. hmm So, put a nice little bow on it. Put a little mug in there, a little coffee mug with some like hot cocoa and stuff, and hand it to him. Here's your gift. I spent all night making this. Okay. Some cheap cologne. Y'all crazy. I'm for real. Look, you could spend more than $5, but I just say that for comedy. But I'm serious. Don't buy a man an expensive gift. A thoughtful gift is going to get you further than an expensive gift with a man unless he's using you for your money. Okay. If you want an expensive gift, that means he wants you to have a job to buy him an expensive gift, and that's not going to work out unless he give you the money to buy him an expensive gift, which means he bought himself an expensive gift anyway. And you find that expensive gift, go to wish.com and order it from there, and you keep the other half of the money because it's going to be cheaper if you order it from wish.com, and then you just give him the tracking number. It's on the way. It may be a month from now, but he going to get it. But honestly, don't spend a lot of money on them. It's the thought that counts, not the amount, because if they don't need your money, they're not going to want expensive things from you. Maybe for like a special occasion, like um, you know, 50th anniversary or something. I don't know. Um, so you said cheating is natural, especially when we provide. So is cheating with women. It's natural for anybody. So I mean, men, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and so are women. Women will do whatever they want to do, and so are men. You can't control somebody. You can't make them do what they're, or you can't make them do what you want them to do. They're gonna do it regardless. So that's why I never pay attention to people that try to control other people. Or what if he cheats? Or how do you keep him? I don't care. Look, because what he can do, I can do, and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about that. I'm my own person. Okay. And whatever somebody else decides to do with themselves, it doesn't do anything to me because whenever if I ever decide I want to do something with myself, I have that same freedom if I choose to, because everybody is going to do what they want to do. So many people get caught up right here. And this is the point. Unless you are being publicly embarrassed, unless people are making your life miserable, unless they're rubbing it in your face, unless you ain't getting paid, unless, all these bad things that are going to pile up against you is not beneficial to you, then of course you don't put up with that. But if you don't really care about that and that's not the reason you married somebody and you just after this bag and lifestyle and you don't care what they're doing because you might be doing it too, it doesn't really matter, you know. So you gotta understand what is your priority. And like I always say, you don't have to sleep with them either. Okay. 'Cause that's what all these women always think. Just because you married, don't mean you have to sleep with your husband. Okay. Especially if you think he's cheating. So you don't ever have to do it. So stop thinking you do. If you think you do, then you don't even know the laws. You don't know you can get a divorce. You don't know that it's going to cost him more to divorce you than to keep you. You don't know that. So you got to have, you know, some standards when it comes to what you're going to allow or not allow and what your priorities are in the relationship. You said Dusty Lives Matter. So, right. You said cheating spouses give you a only if you sleep with them. You'd be dumb to sleep with a cheating spouse. I'll tell you that. Freestyle is too much work, and you have no clue if you're gonna find anyone. It's like another job. If you look good, you're gonna find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody gonna buy you a drink. Somebody gonna ask you, your name and what your number is. And if they don't, go back and try again. It's a numbers game. I say it's a numbers game. It is a numbers game. And if you don't have a lot of time to freestyle when you do have time, like at lunch or on the way home, like during happy hour, or go to breakfast sometimes in the nice area. If a man cheats, should we leave? If he ain't paying them bills and um, You married him for faithfulness? Of course. I always tell y'all, why do you marry these people? Are you going to marry them for them to stay faithful or to supply your lifestyle? Which one is more important? 'Cause, I've done some consultations with women who were married to a provider man. He cheated. She caught him, moved all her and her kids out, did left the house and living in a little bitty apartment now, working, could barely make ends meet, trying to fight for custody and get child support and living a very struggle life. And now they're trying to figure out if they made a mistake. Yes, you did, because you could have just went and cheated too, baby, and kept the money and planned your escape by saving all of the money in his bank account. And you could have planned your divorce much better instead of out of emotion. You could have gathered more evidence. You could have stashed and saved and got them credit card numbers and prepared and slowly started buying your furniture and putting it in a storage. You could have used your mind, but most people only react out of emotion. You see, so if you can't stay, then at least make a plan to get out, a strategic plan that you're going to benefit from. Okay, that's what I would do. I'm like, look, okay, well, I can't stand this cheating anymore, so let me go ahead and make my master plan to leave with everything, or something very nice. Like, okay, oh, I'm gonna be shopping online. I want you to ship all this furniture to the storage right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna save up for 6 months of lease, or I'm gonna lease a house, or I'm gonna start putting a down payment on another house with his money. I'm gonna shop for curtains and da, 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 da. I'm gonna be setting myself up while he don't even know. And then the one day while he's at work, I'm gonna hire the movers, and they're gonna come and get all my boxes. But I'm gonna leave some stuff there. I'm gonna leave some stuff there to see, so he think I might come back, and I don't have anything. He will never know where I live, and that will be that. So don't leave out of emotion. Leave with something. Be smart about it. Um, yeah. I mean, be smart. I mean, how would you win in this situation? You won't win if you just leave because he's already cheating. That means he don't care. And if he does, it's only because of his pockets. Um, yeah. The topic, yeah, no morals. Make your own morals to get the life you want. Stop following society's morals. They don't fit everybody. Sometimes well, the game is rigged. The world is not fair. So why play by the rules and play fair? Always get what you need to get, whether people agree with you or not. Do you have what you want at the end of the day? Yes. Do they? Probably not. That was the topic, and I think everybody knows that by now about watching my channel. I feel that we're beyond that, and if you're not beyond that, get beyond that, because that's why many women have the terrible life that they live, because they tried to play by the rules and it failed them. Okay. um Cheating helps you be mentally at peace. I'm sure it does. You can call it cheating. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, then you're admitting that it's a game. You can't cheat if it ain't a game. Thank you, Nicole. Sure, I'm 21, looking for part-time sugar daddy until my current finalizes his divorce. How do I freestyle without looking desperate? Ja, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I said, keep him on the back burner, keep getting his money, but you definitely need to have another one. We don't wait on people to get divorced. We just get another one, added bonus. But most men are always getting divorced whenever they meet you and they're married. That's their story. That's what they say. Okay. So unless you can prove it, unless you got documentation and stuff, then I wouldn't hold your breath on that. But just keep getting your money. Okay. Um, so honestly, like, I really wouldn't call it cheating. I would just be calling it being a man. A typical man. And so, and when the if you whoever you're cheating on will probably be the typical woman and clean your bank account out and go shopping and be cheating on you at the same time and probably won't even give you none. But at the end of the day, as long as y'all are both happy with your life, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know? Um, would you say to always be emotionally detached from men, even in marriage, or just until a certain point? You know what I can't stand? Let me tell y'all something. I can't stand, and I know men can't stand it if I can't even stand it. I can't stand when someone is like, "Oh, hi, honey. Oh, how was your day? Oh, you're such a." Oh, I just want to slap them in their face. I would rather have someone that's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? What's up?" Mhm. Okay. Well, I'm being here. Bye. I'd rather have that so I could chase it, especially if I was a man. You know, okay, well, why isn't she interested in me? Why, I just got home from work and she's already gone in the other room. Let me go see what she's doing. Hey, what you doing in here? Da, da, da. Oh, nothing. Blah, 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 blah. What you finna do? Oh, I don't know. You want to watch a movie? Okay. What do you want to eat? Da, 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 da. Okay. They need to come cater to you. You don't need to be all up on them cheesing and grilling and um, being pygmy over. Yeah. You make your spouse got to chase you. Always, always, always. You're not excited. You're not all super lovey-dovey and emotional. Why? Y'all already married. Make them chase you. How they cheating with Pygmisha if she not giving it up? Well, I hope not. Pygmisha is easy. She gives it up. Oh, okay. Y'all are talking to each other. That's true. Um, how should a male sugar baby act as arm candy for their sugar daddy? Not as easy for us with women as it is for women. Well, you have to have a feel of how he wants you to act. Like get his type. Like what is his type? Then you become that. You have to be like the accessory. So if you're their accessory and you make them look better, that's what you got to do. So I guess get a sense of their style and how they act themselves, and then you tailor your look and how you act around them to how they act, how they treat themselves. You just become an extended accessory. So basically, if you have a man who is, very proper, well dressed, and whatever, whatever, then you would also be that. You wouldn't come like looking different. You would fit into their world. You would blend in, but also bling as their arm king. Uh-huh. What if it's fake? What's fake? I don't care if it's fake. It's still annoying. Like the action is still annoying. Like I can't stand that. And I know men can't stand it either. Because if I can't, I know they can't. I hate it. I remember I used to be over my friend's house. This is how I know they hate it. I used to go over my friend's house when I was younger. And her mom was like that. When the dad walked in, oh, how you doing? Da, 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 da. And his eyes would go to rolling into the back of his head. And he's like, I just want to sit down. I just want to watch TV. I just want to get off my feet. I don't feel like talking about that right now. It's like I wouldn't either. I don't blame him because that's annoying. Don't be all up in people's face as soon as they come home. Just give them some time to rest. Don't be too anxious. Calm yourself down. Let them come see about you. They the one that's been away from you all day. Okay. That's how you keep a man chasing you. Let them come find you. You said you need more than one piece. Hey, if you can afford it. We need more than one car. We need more than we got more than one bank account. We need more than one closet. You look way better than his ugly fat butt, but he's been spoiled. Girl, that's your fault. Stop spoiling people. Be like me. If he fat, you should be spoiled. How you gonna let that happen? Come on now. Y'all, it's super windy out here. Y'all hear the wind? Freestyle is just going out to be seen and men to ask you out. Like it's just like going out by yourself. Sure, I was freestyling at a nice restaurant yesterday. An older white guy kept looking at me up and down, complimented me on my outfit, but didn't try to talk to me. Why did you think that? Did you try to talk to him? He approached first. Did you flirt back? Did you show interest? Did you ask him questions? You know what I'm saying? Did you let him know that he had a chance? Sure, do you do a video on how to be nice, nasty? Just be sarcastic. That's all. That's nice, nasty. You hoes will suffer with this logic, Willie says. We suffer without it, so it don't matter. At least we're gonna get paid. Willie, we gonna suffer with it or without it. But as long as we getting paid, the suffering is less because we're gonna be too busy spending that money. Right? Y'all act like we ain't gonna be suffering without this logic. If you broke, we gonna be suffering. If you ain't paying our bills, we suffering. So what's the difference? At least our bills will be paid. Mm, okay. Whatever he you know what he calls suffering? Not being with a dusty. Oh yes, that's so much suffering. I suffer daily from not having a dusty. Um oh love. All women have to run this game, baby. It's just some have it easier because they've grown up around it and seen other people do it, and some are just learning the game. Oops. I knocked over a basket. Um, but anyway, sorry y'all if that was loud. Everybody play the game. Get in where you fit in. Can James tell my real hair from my natural? I don't think he cares. Like yeah. He knows. He met me when before wigs were a thing, you know. Mhm. Back when we met, nobody even wore wigs really. They might have had weave, but they didn't really wear wigs. Mhm. I love when you're being nice, nasty. hmm You know what? In real life, I'm too like I'm too stuck up to even realize that people are being rude or gossiping about me. I don't even acknowledge them, darling. I'm just like I'm in my own world. Um, she's saying she's curvy and skinny girls be making comments or whatever. I don't know. I don't. I would stand up tall, do this, and look over people as if I'm all of that. I might hear them talking trash, but I don't hear them. I don't acknowledge them. I'm too good. That's how you got to do it. Like, hi, yeah. Then when the man come over and bypass them, it's just cracked faces everywhere. act just like that. Just they don't exist. They flies, they bugs. You don't see it. Okay. Forget their like I always say, if you work and your coworkers are messing with you, forget their names. Call them the wrong names all the time. You don't even they're not even important enough for you to remember their name. Come on. Now that's messed up. You can't even remember somebody's name. They know you don't even they're not even on your radar, but they wake up thinking about you. So that's how you get them at work. Um, Ashley Banks, your married sugar wants you to give you all of him, but doesn't want to pay all of my bills. Well, then guess what? He don't get nothing. Get another one. Hey, he might want it, but it might not happen. If he ain't paying, it ain't working. Um, so Shira, how often should the provider for married where did that go? Provided for married ladies, give it up. If you're getting everything you want and if you're happy and you have zero complaints, whenever you feel like it. Okay. And that's just how it's gotta be. Whenever you feel like it. Not when they need it or want it, but when you feel like it. Because if you always give it to them when they want it, it's no challenge. Okay? It's no challenge. They need to be able to chase it, beg for it, do extra things to get it. Because if you always give somebody what they want, they're gonna miss the thrill of the chase. And that's when they're gonna start go looking for somebody else. I know women think, oh, if I don't give it up, they're gonna go find something else. No, because men mostly enjoy the thrill of the chase. That's why after they sleep with you and they ghost you, they on to the next because it's the thrill of the chase that they desire, not the actual event. Okay. So once they chase and you finally give it up, they know eventually you're going to give it up. They just got to work for it. They'll do that versus going out, spending money on a strange chick, chasing her, then having sex and ghosting her, and then have to worry about if she's pregnant or if you got a disease and da da da. If you allow your man to chase a little bit, he'll be more happy and less likely to cheat. Okay. So don't always just give it when people want it. Make them work for it. Okay. That's like when your man say, "Oh," when you ask your man, "Oh, do I look pretty?" He's always gonna tell you yes. He's always gonna tell you yes. He's always gonna, "Oh yeah, yeah, you look fine." He won't even look at you. Yeah, you look good. But if you really want to know how he feels about you, what do? You dress up nice and don't ask, and allow him to tell you on his own that you look good. Where you going? Why you look so extra good? Where you leave? That's how you do that. You don't ask. You allow them to tell you. You allow them to chase. You don't give it up. You make them work. I was too challenging and mean and cold, and he said he wants to break for a few days. What do I do now? Why was you mad? Like nobody nobody wants to be with somebody always upset and angry. That's why you're not supposed to have emotions with it. You're supposed to just say what you need to say and be like, oh, it doesn't, whatever. He lives in London and don't didn't send me a birthday gift. Oh, okay. Well, y'all ain't really together anyway. That's long distance. That don't even count. Just call somebody else to send you a gift, girl. I thought that was a real relationship. Um, Thank you, Sharnice. Hey, Sheila, what is your skincare routine? Wash your face before you go to bed. Put moisturizer on. Drink a lot of water. Wake up. Wash your face. Put moisturizer on. Wear makeup. That's my routine. That's all. Once a week, exfoliate. Hey, um, thin filler. I don't have clip-ins. It's my hair, baby. It's my hair. Y'all, it grew under my wig. See? Um, but thank you. It does look like clip-ins, huh? Uh, I will. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some clip-ins in it, and y'all gonna see how it really looks with the clip-ins. It's gonna be like 90s supermodel. Um, you're too much. You're too much. Wash my face. Right. That's all I do. Okay, I'll tell y'all what products I use right now. Um, I use a makeup wipe to wipe off my face first to get all the makeup off, and then I use that. What is that? It's like a Neutrogena clay cleanser, and then I use um, Belief Hydro something. It's like a white jar they sell at Sephora. It's the cream, and it's the Belief. It's like a black and white jar. It's called Belief Hydro something, and it's the cream, not the gel. That's what I use. Mhm. And for once a week, I have a microderma exfoliator by Bliss that I got from Target that I use. It's just um, like have little granules in it, and you just rub it on your face and rinse it off. That's all I do. Hmm. Does it look desperate to go out freestyling during happy hour? No, that's how most people. That's what most people do, so they don't have to sit in traffic. They go have a drink after work, and then they go home. That's not on happy hour, right? Happy hour is mostly singles. Sure, are you doing something different? You look beautiful. I've always been beautiful. What y'all be doing? Just kidding. It's probably just the lighting, and um, usually when I film downstairs, I'm only using like a little desk lamp and then the window light. So it's probably just the lighting, And then I have a lot of different lighting. Hmm. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Dina. Watching while I'm at my office job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have fun. Watching at work. Getting paid to watch. Um, Thank you. A sprinkle, sprinkle. So thank you, Miss H. Your PLT. You met a PLT while delivering mail. He's my customer. How should I go about this? He doesn't have my number yet. He's in his 70s and I'm 30. Does he like you? Is he like flirting with you and stuff? Mhm. If he likes you and you're like, he'll ask for your number. You gotta keep flirting with him. You gotta keep flirting with him and say, you know what? I bet you fun to hang around. And then he'll say, well, we should hang out sometime, you know. Just allude to the fact that he seems like a fun person to hang out with. Hmm. Right. Um, Eyes are too black. Good. Um, Coming on very strong. Oh, he's coming on to you very. Give me your phone number then. Get that money. Maybe he waiting on you to see. Because sometimes old men think that they're gonna offend you if they try to come on to you and they'll seem like a pervert. So you gotta let him know because he's 70, girl. He about to be gone. You better get on that life insurance. Um, Thank you. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Y'all, yeah, thank you, Asana. Hit the like button. I didn't think about. Oh, y'all are talking to each other. Are you a man? I actually am more man than most men are today. Like, I have more money in my account. I actually know how women think and what they want. So I could be, in a sense, more masculine and manly than most men like you. But as far as um, all that's concerned, I was born a female. I have kids and I'm married. But if you're looking for men, if you're looking for trans, there's a few channels that I can recommend to you if that's what you're into. Because I know a lot of guys come here and they look for that and they really, they're confused because, I look so good. I'm snatched. But if you want a trans, or if you are looking for the drag channels, I will definitely point you in the way of Finn Gross. Then maybe you can meet your soulmate over there. You at work screaming? Y'all know how them trolls be. They love to come here and get trolled. That's why they come. Your face big. Thank you. My face is large. You should see my baby picture. I had a big old alien head. Um, you know, um, you must be little. You must be a little man. Do you shop in the petite section? Do they have a man petite section? I don't know. I don't even know. Like, do they have men petite sections like they do women? Thank you, Raquel. You're my inspiration. She wrote, oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or do you just shop in the junior section still? It's like, I don't know. I don't know how that worked for men. But Shira, any tips on getting over first loves? It's been years. Girl, years? Therapy's office. That's crazy. I always say this. First loves, you probably mean you gave everything and they gave nothing. You feel like you're owed something. That's really what you're not over. The fact that you gave more than he gave you. But find somebody that's going to give you more. Replace them. Amber, something wrong with you, not him. The fact that you even stuck around to witness any of this says a lot about you, how you feel about yourself, Amber. You don't love yourself, so he won't either. Okay? Start putting yourself first, and maybe he will too. Or go get another one. Go get another one. Okay? He don't love you, Amber. He's treating you as you treat yourself. Amber asked a question. I'll just reread it since I was frozen or something. Amber says a man who's a contractor that she's dating she has made scenarios about not having enough money for something, and he's never offered to help her. When they go to the mall, he buys himself stuff in front of her and always talks about his ex-wife, and he wants to marry me. Okay, first of all, Amber, he gone to the mall, buy himself stuff in front of you, and won't give you any money but wants to marry you, and talking about his ex-wife all the time. Okay. His ex-wife probably hated him too because he was cheap and unthoughtful. And that's probably why she's his ex-wife. Now he wants to marry you and do you dirty and keep you broke. So for me, it's a no, baby. It's an N-O. How about you love yourself and go get somebody that actually wants to invest in you instead of trying to control you while talking about the woman that left him because she wouldn't stay with his cheap butt. Okay? Mm-mm. He gone. Mhm. He's not over his ex-wife. That's because she probably called him a cheap butt. A cheap. Anyway, he's just repeating the pattern with you. You don't see that? I would have left his dusty butt too. Okay? He might be a contractor, but he act dusty. Get your ring, act like you're gonna marry him, get that engagement ring, and bounce. Okay, get that ring though. Play the game, get that ring, and be out. Make up for all that time you done spent walking around that mall not getting nothing. Get that ring and bounce. That's what I would do. Like, oh, I will marry you. Let's go pick up my ring. I don't care how much it is. It's gonna make up for lost time. Make sure it ain't from Walmart. Make sure it's make him think he finna get another one. So he can make his ex-wife jealous and all that kind of good stuff. And then bounce, ghost, keep that ring, sell it, do whatever you need to do, and take yourself shopping. Thank you, Emerald Educational Services. How do I get another one? Found one, need a new one. The same way you got that one, baby. Go out, freestyle, be available, do your talk, run your game. It's the same exact way you got this one. You get another one. Do this exact same thing. Some contractors make a whole lot of money. Some may not. Some may be cash poor. Some may be invested in real estate, so they don't have a lot of spending money. Just because you have a good position or job, don't mean you have a lot of money to spend. Some people, their money's always tied up, so they can't do much. So those are not going to be good targets. So what you need to do, find a better target and just get that ring, and bounce. That's what I would do. Money ain't worth disrespect, right? But that ring might be. Girl, he might be trying to make payments on it, and you done already got it, and he still got to make payments on it after you done ghosted him. The ultimate revenge. hmm hmm How to deal with other women who are after your man he's wealthy. Um, what would Shira Seven do? What wouldn't I do? Well, first I try to discredit them, and I would make them seem unappealing to that man. Like, do you know? I'll be making up stuff, child. Do you know that she has? I would just make up some stuff so he wouldn't want it no more. Okay, be smart about it. I think I seen her in one of them adult films. Yeah, with that midget. Yeah, like it's her. Oh my gosh. Photoshop. Can I get your autograph? Oh, what do you mean? You know what I mean. You know you in movies. You're like a celebrity, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody always trying to deny it. Girl, you know the mid little rascals. Anyway, just do what you need to do, baby. It don't matter. Whether it's using Photoshop, do what you gotta do, okay? Um, I mean, that's what I would do if I were you. If I were you, that's what I do. Photoshop some stuff up, act like she been in some movies. Go ahead. Play dirty. You gotta play dirty in this world. Um, how to get him to pay my rent. He promised to send me rent yesterday and he's going, of course. I hope you didn't sleep with him, baby. Um, when men promise and promise and promise, it's to keep you on the phone or to get them to do what they want you to do. You need. I would cut off all contact until I had what I wanted. He would have been ghosted until he paid that rent. But I also would have set him up to think that after he paid it, he was gonna get something and never would have gave it to him. But I would have got that money and then promised him again next month and so on and so forth. You didn't sleep with him yet? Okay. That's good. He probably ain't gonna give it to you. But if you really want it, you need to tell him, see, the thing is, you asked for rent. You don't play the game like that. The thing is, you got to make up scenarios, not rent. Okay. This just means I'm irresponsible and I spend more money on stupid stuff and I can't prioritize. That's what you're telling him, basically. So what you need to do is come up with something that came up unexpectedly and get your rent money. You know, you don't tell men to pay your rent. You tell them, "Oh my gosh, my dog needs surgery. Oh my gosh, I had to pay my grandma's mortgage because she's going to lose her house." You need to make up scenarios. You cannot look like a bum. Okay. You can't look irresponsible. You can't look like you don't have any priorities because men don't want to throw money in the toilet. When I mean in the toilet, it means for no good cause because if it's not going to help you improve, it's only going to hinder you because you're going to start depending on that. So what you need to do is act like it's an emergency situation or that it was an unexpected thing. But never ask somebody straight up for some rent money. That is very low class. Okay. Always unexpected things. If he asks you the next time, do you need help this month? Do you need someone? Then, oh, sure, I would love that. But you don't come straight out and say what you need it for. That's why we have to lie. That's why we have to play these games because it makes you seem irresponsible if you can't even pay your own rent. And nobody wants to be with someone who has bad priorities and makes bad decisions. So you have to think all the way back like this. Think. Don't give the truth. Always lie. Nothing is ever your fault. You're just a nice person helping other people, helping grandma, your dog dying. You're the victim always. Okay. And then, like, when he gives you the money, he seems like a hero. So he feels better about himself instead of feeling gamed. He feels better about himself. Instead of feeling like he's dating a loser and being gamed, he feels better about himself. So you're psychologically making him feel better about himself and getting your money. Thank you, Janice. Any tips for plus size women who want to seek a provider in the charity crowd? I've started intermittent fasting and keeping my calories under 1,200 per day. That's good. Yeah, if you make your rounds, just be out, get out and about, meet a lot of people. It's easier for you to get in and for people to talk to you. Um, if you don't, if they don't seem like they're gonna really like date you or whatever, and you can get a lot of information, you can meet a lot of people, and like as you lose your weight, more people will be like, oh, you want to go out, da, 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 da. But you need to get in that. You need to get in where you fit in. That way, it doesn't look like you're, really out there to be a gold digger. It's like you have this true interest. And once you get out there and start meeting people and they start liking you and you start losing your weight, it's going to just unfold from there. That's why I always say date while you're still losing weight. Freestyle while you're still losing weight because you're going to meet and make a lot of connections, meet a lot of people, become friends, and just get into that crowd. And then as you lose weight, people are gonna be like, oh, you look so good. Oh, and then somebody who might have thought you was cute but didn't date you because you were a little overweight and they see you lost by 15, 20 pounds, and they're gonna be like, hi, remember me? So you got to get out there no matter what. Scarlett, thank you. Sprinkle Sprinkle is long distance pointless. Yep. It's pointless if he buys flights. Yes, because it's pointless. Anybody can buy a flight. You know what I mean? Um, I hope you're not sitting around waiting on him. I hope you're also dating other people because that's what a long distance relationship is. Men who don't want a real commitment and only want to fly you in when they feel like seeing you. You know what I'm saying? I don't take them seriously. They don't count to me. So, unless you're married or together and then your job or something takes you somewhere else and the woman doesn't want to move, yeah, it may work for a while, but somebody gonna start cheating sometime or, not taking it as seriously. So I don't think that they're real relationships, but if you're getting money out of it, continue to get the money. That's what I say. hmm If he's paying them bills, get that money. If he just buying plane tickets, mm, bypass. Don't do that. hmm Thank you. You can get this lipstick. It's number 18 on my Poshmark. It's the liquid lipstick. It's the second link to my Poshmark store where all my level up cosmetics are. I was thinking about doing a video on my beauty channel about all my cosmetics, and like show them to everybody so they can know what it is. I have a new palette coming out like right before Christmas. So I guess I'll show y'all close to that holiday. Um, how do I get more money out of him? I need to up my perceived value or focus on making him fall in love? Girl, make up some fake excuses, like I just told you, some scenarios. You should have his triggers by now. You should know what triggers him, what makes him emotional, and then you should use that to get some money. You know, money, stories, help, my grandma, my dog, you know, an accident, my car, something. You got to be smart though. Write it down, y'all. Get creative. When you were in high school and they told you to write a paper and make up a story, that's what you got to do. You can't just try to pull something out of your head that you're not experienced with. Write it down, y'all. Get these lies right. Get them good. Get them believable. Let him be the hero. Make him feel good about giving you money. Write down a story. Tell the story and get your money. Okay? That's all y'all got to do. It's not that bad. It's very easy. hmm Um, gotta stay with her and care for her after work. You love your grandma, right? Just say you paid her mortgage, okay? And now you're short. That's better because if he thinks like there's a fine line. If you spend too much time talking about people and you're not spending time with them, then it's not going to work. If you say you help someone, but you know, A, B, C, and D, they're most likely to help you. hmm So is this page or person only about using men? No, it's about not being used by men and benefiting from the relationship that you're actually in. Because most women walk into dating and relationships and they don't even realize that they're being used. And then when the man ghosts them or break up with them or leave them pregnant, they want to wonder why. No, this channel is about getting the most out of your life by being smart. Okay. A man will use you and you won't even know you've been used. Okay. So this channel is about benefiting in every situation. A man will take you out to a restaurant because you're beautiful so he can be seen out in public with you. So people can ask, oh, who is that man? He must have money. And all you got was a salad and whatever you chewed on. Okay. That's all you got. But he used you for clout. See? So he needs to pay for that. He needs to be taking you shopping. He needs to be paying some bills. You need to be coming up with some scenarios he can rescue you from so he can take you out again and be seen in public as the man again. So a man is going to use you and you won't even realize it sometimes. Thank you, Danny B. Does James know how much money you're making with your online stores, or do you still keep that private after being married a long time, Sprinkle Sprinkle? Um, I keep that private. It's between me and my accountant. um, Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Would you do an arranged marriage to get the bag and convert? n- I'm feeling. Okay. Only if this man was a multi-millionaire. Like I said, I ain't doing it for no chump change. I'm not changing I'm not converting it to anything or being in any type of arranged situation unless this man is a millionaire and has palatial surroundings and all this kind of stuff. I'm not changing all of that for that. You know what I'm saying? If my car is not like, it's insane, I'm not. If it ain't Janet Jackson set up with her ex or Rihanna set up, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Okay. Thank you, Bliss. What if he buys you a car and asks, how are you going to maintain it since you're not working? What do I say to that? I'll figure it out. That's what you say. Sprinkle, sprinkle, I'll figure it out. That means if you don't pay it, somebody else will. Oh, I'll figure it out. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Hmm. Get you another one, have them pay it. And then if you're still seeing that one who not paying your car note, tell him, "Oh, well, I found a way to pay for my car. I'm doing Uber now, so I don't have time to date you anymore. But thanks for the car." And then if he said, "What, I want to see you?" Well, you're gonna have to pay for my time. I could be making like this much money. You gonna pay my car note this month? I'll come see you. That's all you gotta do. Do you recommend having a career? If you want a career, yeah. If that's what you want, if that's what makes you happy, right? Like, don't make me happy unless I'm working for myself. Advice for college students: have fun, girl. Don't get pregnant. Don't take those relationships too seriously. Have fun. Don't get pregnant. When you get old enough, you want the bag. Date older men. Hmm. What's the story on Janet Jackson? She married that billionaire. Had a kid. Divorced him. Took a bunch of money. Oh. How do you play down your role? Lie. You're a counselor. Now you're a receptionist. Now you're an administrator. Now you answer phones and take messages. Okay. They don't have to know the truth. How do you balance between stroking ego but not being too nice so that they still chase if you want to keep your new provider man? I'm 21, he's 55, no sex yet. Compliment him on things that a lot of people don't compliment him on, like his smarts or his humor. Like if he ain't funny, laugh even if he ain't that funny. And it's like, oh my God, you're so funny. Compliment him on stuff that most people don't compliment him on, but he's trying hard to shine in those areas. Not always on his looks. Do it on his smell, because if you're not attractive, do it on his smell and his humor, and like stuff like that. Stuff that's not you know superficial. I don't feel that Rihanna is going to stay with him. She probably just using him for his money to fuel her Savage and her Fenty line. I mean, he giving her money for that. She probably not coming out of pocket. Now she got investors, so I'm sure she's very smart about what she's doing. Hmm. All the Dusties have the good what? Tiffany? All the Dusties have the good. I wouldn't even like unless you're like in your early 20s. That's my only suggestion is to, date your dusties. Don't get pregnant in your early 20s. When you're ready to get this bag, then that stuff won't matter. If you're only about sex, your lifestyle is going to reflect that. Thank you, Clumsy Calvi. I'm so upset he's embarrassed of me. Please scroll up. What? Somebody embarrassed of you? Okay, I'm trying to scroll up. Yeah, I'm trying to scroll. Which is what did you say? I can't read what you said. Who's embarrassed of you? Y'all can't just give me half because y'all know how many comments is in here. I will never find it, girl. You need to say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say, babe. Okay, I'm sorry. He's embarrassed of you. I don't know. Y'all know why he's embarrassed of you. Y'all can type it. Uh huh. Embarrassed because she's what? Rihanna doesn't need a billionaire. She got her own money. She don't need him, but if he's funding her business, great. You stopped by his job today after my massage practice because I'm in his city. We're planning on living together too. I don't think it was a problem. Girl, you can't surprise men. That's stalkerish. You might be having an affair with somebody at work, girl. You don't know. It's stalkerish. It's very stalkerish. Okay. Don't, yeah. He works for Tesla in Court Madeira. And I just got a job as a massage. Oh, he's embarrassed that you're a massage person. Okay. Therapist across the street. And he decided to ask me to leave before he showed up to work. And I was like, why? Girl, stop being a pygmisha. Look, first of all, if he worked for them, does he have money? Why are you working? And if a man allows you to rub other men with oils and stuff all day, do you really think that he's like into you that much? Okay. Think about this for a second. That was how I got out of work. I told James, "Oh, I think I want to be a massage therapist." He's like, "Oh no, you don't have to work. You don't need to be rubbing on no other men's." Girl, why don't you do this? Why don't you quit your job after you move in? Move in first, girl. Get them keys. Quit your job and allow him to pay all the bills and stuff. And don't ever show up at his job again. Don't ever call him. Just go spend his money while he at work. Okay? That's what you need to be doing. For me, that's what I would do. Girl, go get his money, quit your job, stop sneaking up on him and popping up on him. Y'all ain't married. You don't know what he got going on up at his job. Just get your money and be out. Get save up your money, work, save up your money, move in, quit your job, allow him to take care of you, stash the money he give you on the side, whatever, and just let him be the man. Don't worry about him. You don't pop up at people's job. That's stalkerish. It's weird, like stalker weird. Now I can understand if y'all been married for years and stuff. Yeah, it's normal, damn, but it's weird if you don't, if you're not married. Uh huh. Wrong. Don't quit your job, girl. If you still working and you finna move in with a man, something wrong. You can always go be a massage therapist somewhere else later if you have to. You can do that on the side. You can open up your own business. You don't have to work for other people. If you have a license as a massage therapist, you can work for yourself. Make yourself a little website. I do massages. I bet you ain't gonna want you to work then, right? Even rich ladies like Rihanna and Janet Jackson are gold diggers. They sure are. Shoot. Why are you gonna date somebody broke? So they can leave you like what Wendy Williams' husband? Like who Sherry Shepherd? Like who did Mary up? Okay. What do you do if you ask your man for a foot massage when he comes home and he moves her leg away? If your man don't want to give you a foot massage, go get a pedicure, baby, with with his money. He obviously don't want to touch them crusty feet if they're crusty, or he don't want to rub your feet, or he don't value you as much as you think he do. If I put my foot on James, he gonna massage it. I don't even have to say nothing. I just plop it on his leg. Okay, that's how you do that. Don't say nothing. Just plop. He gonna grab it. Won't you? If he like you on that level, he gonna grab it. If it's a fight to get a foot massage from who you living with and sleeping with and paying bills with and cooking and cleaning for you, there is a problem. Okay, you're doing too much. Stop doing everything, and I bet you he'll grab that foot. Don't do it. This is why I pick Mishas never get ahead. They do too much and get nothing in return, not even a foot massage. Hmm. Yeah, just plop your foot on his leg. You know what to do. If you don't do it, when he rolling up next to you in the bed, you know what to do. Don't do nothing in there either. Right? Massages, yeah. Some people don't like touching feet. Some people don't like having sex either. Yeah, I gotta come to a compromise. Um, when a dude comes home from work, the first thing he would want to do is shower and eat and relax. Yeah, true. You're like, put your foot in a bag. Right. Only deal with him because it's baby daddy. Oh, oh my goodness. Is this the same man at work at the Tesla place? Mhm, mhm. Thank you. How to be comfortable having no friends. I mean, read, improve upon yourself. If you don't have a lot of friends and you don't spend a lot of time with other people, you can totally improve yourself on a higher level. That's I spend most of my time reading, helping other people doing these videos, researching, you know, improving myself because at the end of the day, you're born alone and you're gonna die alone. You know, so do what's most important for you. Sure, it's getting so over the same questions and the same. When will I get some more magnetic lashes? I'm working on those, but I still have my regular lashes. If y'all want some of those, I'm working on it. I'm trying to work with the manufacturer to get a different look with the casing. But I might just order a few just to get them in. But I'm trying to work on something else right now. Trying to do something, but I'm gonna try to get a few in. Um, like for me, I'm too focused on so many other things. Like when I was in school, when I was a kid, when I was in my 20s, yeah, I hung out with a lot of people. I'm old now. I'm focusing on things that matter to me the most. And I don't feel like, I don't know how old you are, but I feel that once you get a certain age in life, sometimes you got to grow within and learn how to be by yourself or, do things alone and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're going to have to do that. Where do I shop? Wherever I want, child. I don't know. This shirt, if y'all like this shirt, I got this at the store in the mall called Buckle. Buckle, like a belt buckle. It's called Buckle. Um, I got this a lot of cute stuff. It's like one of those 90s high-low shirts. It's like short in the front and then long in the back, like from the 90s. It's like a 90s shirt. It's like designed that way. Yeah. Should women have morals? Do men have morals? Mm-mm. Women should do whatever they need to do to get ahead, baby. Yes. Women should have their own set of morals that they create for themselves to get what they want in life. Just not regular old society morals, but personal morals that get them what they need. Make your own morals. My morals, do what you got to do to get what you need to get because they would if the tables were turned. Okay. And I told Sasha because like Sasha's like sometimes she listens in and she's like when I ask her I said did you do this and she'll say yep but then she'll lie and I said are you lying and she'll look at me sometimes it's okay to lie. I'm like Sasha she said sometimes it's okay to lie but not to your mother. She called herself and she went and did what she's supposed to do. But she was okay. So basically, I said, I know you're gonna lie to me when you get older, Sasha. Just don't lie to me about nothing important. That's all I ask. Like, Jayla, should a woman F her way to the top? To the top of what? If you're doing that, you should be working. Okay. That's my thing. Like, look, if you're gonna be doing that, you don't need to work. Yeah. Shoot. Can you discuss what colors avoid again with freestyling? Anything like too much, like anything that's too ratchet. Like don't do no neon colors. Try to stay feminine. If you're freestyling after work, then of course you're gonna have on work clothes. But like if you're doing if you're going out, try to stay in feminine colors. No ultra bright neon, no bunch of don't wear this. Don't wear a bunch of patterns. Look like somebody a man wants to cross the room for. You know what men like, you know? Sexy, classy. No neon, no, crazy looking patterns. Thank you, Danny. Get closer, got closer with a friend, and another friend who introduced me into the group is jealous. Haven't seen her since, but we'll be getting together as a group soon. How should I handle the jealousy specifically? Danny B. I don't do well in social circles. Um, Sasha gets jealous of Layla if Layla is sitting next to me. So I mean, only thing I can do is include everybody and everything, or have special things that I do with this person and special things that I do with that person, and they just gonna have to accept it, and that's how it is. You know, look, I can't play these childish games. That's what you should say. Look. I can't play these games. Look, I like you because this, and I'm gonna do for that. Y'all are women. Get over it. Y'all are grown. Stop hanging out with both of them. Shoot, then they won't be jealous of anything. Get rid of the problem altogether. Don't hang out with either one of them. Be busy. Okay. Do men like modest women? If so, why do they go for the whore? They like whores, baby. They don't like modest women. Modest women are boring and easy. And no, modest women are pick meshas. And when they get tired of that and it's too predictable, they go find them a whore. And then they go try to find a modest woman again. And then they go try to find a whore. So the best bet is to be a whore that don't give it up. And they will keep chasing you and paying you and giving you money and never getting what they want. So that's kind of what they really want. A mix. One that won't give it up, but the one they have to chase. Okay? So be a mix. Would you consider Aisha Curry boring? I don't know her, but she looked boring. I don't know her, but she looked boring. She woman, you have no clue. But I got a bag, baby. I got results. Mm, mm. Thank you, Scarlett. What if he doesn't want to give until he trusts? Then you don't want to give until you trust too. You don't give nothing either. Y'all just gonna be having some nice dinners. Do you think Jay-Z would have stayed with Beyonce if it was not for the kids? Yeah, of course. I do think he would have stayed because that's the best he gonna be able to do, baby. And plus, she would have made some bad songs about him and ruined his career. So, yep, I do. The Beehive would have got that attack. I already started doing that. Oh, good, Scarlett. Beyonce has low self-esteem. She should have left him. No, he's a billionaire. Shoot. I ain't finna leave no billionaire. Psh. Especially when she got the upper hand now. That's when you get the upper hand. Shoot. He be everywhere she be now. Mm, she got that upper hand now. If left, Jay-Z career would tank. Exactly. All the other rappers would laugh at him. That's why Beyonce left you. It would be terrible. He can't leave. He's trapped. Mhm. Beyonce put the woo on him. Just think about it. Like, y'all don't think ahead in advance into the future like I do. That's why I do what I do. If Jay-Z left Beyonce, all the rappers would just make fun of him because they want his spot. She would go ahead and make an album about how he did her dirty. Um, all the men would be like, oh, trying to get at Beyonce and putting stuff in his rap. I'm finna take Jay-Z girl. No women would really be with him unless they were groupies, or there's nobody on top of the game like Beyonce is. So he would downgrade. He would actually have to downgrade and get made fun of, and the Beehive would be attacking him, and it would just be a terrible thing. Mhm. It would just be terrible. He would have to leave the country and go disappear. So, mhm. Beyonce could have gotten a decent looking billionaire. Yeah, but I don't think Jay-Z's ugly. I think he's actually attractive. So, but I feel that I think they complement each other. Hmm. Beyonce keeps him relevant, right? Um, how do they cheat if they love? Girl, men don't have to not love to cheat. Men can love you and cheat on you in 2 seconds. That's not why they cheat. They cheat because it's available and they think they can get away with it. And they're visual creatures. Hmm. Hmm. A lot of times men cheat because um, they don't feel as empowered as they want to feel. And so they feel like, oh, well, I could control this and I could do this. Like if you was Beyonce's husband and I mean, and super famous and everything is Beyonce, 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 and your own wife don't look at you like a groupie looks at you. There's a difference. Okay. Your wife looks at you one way, but a groupie looks at you totally different. Like, I will do anything, anything, you know, I will do anything you want. JC, come get this. Versus a wife who's mad at you and not even accepting your calls, or versus a wife who is, very, very famous, um, and not giving you that type of attention right now. So it takes a person like, well, I want to feel good about myself today, so I'm going to get after this groupie, or get after this woman who will do anything for me, or sneak around, So it has to do with that. It has to do with that. Um, so of course, like the same reason Eric Benet cheated on Halle Berry. She was bigger than him. And the way a groupie looks at him is not the same way as a wife looks at a man. So understandable. Hmm. Jay Z cheated because he was bored, still bored. Beyonce is boring. Let's be honest. All women boring. In if Beyonce boring, all women boring. I mean, you boring, I'm boring. If Beyonce's boring, everybody boring. Okay. So I guess your man gonna cheat too when you get one, right? Um, cheat on them. I'm sure she cheated on him too, girl. Y'all know Beyonce probably got her a little side piece somewhere, did her thing, and sent him on his little way. Um, oh, Queen Butterfly. Oh my gosh, another. Hmm. Right. I mean, I know she was in love with him, but you know how pick me are when they fall in love. She learned though. She got it together. Now he following her around like a puppy. She did, Queen Butterfly. She learned. Now he's her puppy. Um, because I think it probably got real when she started calling them lawyers. Okay. She probably called them lawyers and drew up them papers, and he got a reality check right quick. And imagine his whole life falling apart. Everything he done built. Oh no, you're not finna mess up that. I'm finna be a puppy dog. Think about it. Anyway, I'm sure she didn't use morals. I'm pretty sure she did what she had to do to get him in check. Anyway, thank y'all. I'm finna go. I gotta go. But y'all hit the thumbs up button before y'all leave. Thank you for everybody who donated. I really appreciate that. And Finn filler, my big nose, yes. Thank you. I like my big nose. Um, it helps me breathe good. Um, truly a pleasure. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, thank you so much. Yellow. Y'all, y'all need these trolls. They must not be around a lot of people. Where you live at? You must be from another country, right? Thank you. I'm breathing up all good and air with my big nose. Your big nose. You little pee pee. Enjoy your weekend. Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, happy weekend, y'all. Y'all get out there and start freestyling. You're a man. More man than you, obviously. Fanfila Gross. Look, you a little short, petite fellow, and thank you for watching. Mhm. He is really up here. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman because they don't have a face. But thank you for watching and commenting. And thank you all. Have a happy weekend. I hope it's cold where you are. It finally got cold in Houston. I am so happy. Y'all don't even understand. I'm gonna go pretend like, oh, look, y'all. It's 57. They finally made it cold. Um, I know it wasn't supposed to get this cold. And then the temperature change. I bet my daughter, because the weather's always wrong because they altering it. So I said, I bet it's gonna be like in the 50s when you get out of school. And she says, no, it's gonna be like in the 60s or 70s. Because that's what it said this morning. I said, watch. So I was right. So I won the bet. So thank y'all. See y'all later. Bye.